I wonder if you like a good story. You have a favourite film or novel that you can watch or read repeatedly and find new things to wonder at and enjoy each time. Or maybe there are stories that have gripped you so deeply that you felt sucked into their narrative and have felt part of their story for a while. And actually, when you step away from it, momentarily it's the real world that seems imaginary. This week, as the second week of Lent approaches, we're going to be thinking about the Christian practice of sharing the Scriptures. And in it, we're going to think of Scripture as more than words to know. That they are an invitation into a story to live in and experience as our own. That to open up this book and to read it and to hear its words is to step through the doorway into another reality, like stepping through the wardrobe into Narnia or the rabbit hole into Wonderland, to immerse ourselves in the story of God and allow that story to become our story and to see the part we play in it. As we read this book and immerse ourselves in what it says, it changes us. Now, let me suggest a couple of ways it could change us. Firstly, it will help us to see everything the way that God sees it, with great clarity. I happen to have awful eyesight. If I take off my glasses, I wouldn't be able to recognise you from just a few metres away, even if I'd known you my whole lifetime, and the whole world around me is blurry and uncertain and hard to navigate. But if I put on my glasses, suddenly everything becomes clear and I can recognise what's going on and I can navigate the world around me. And that's what God offers us in Scripture. It's His story that helps us to understand the world around us that He's made, bringing clarity to everything, from the deepest questions of life's meaning through to the way to navigate life's complexities. It's the true story that helps us to understand every other story of everything and everyone around us. Secondly, this book, Scripture, helps us to know its author, the one who brought it into being, God Himself, who led people as they wrote it. Before I got married to my wife Bridget, the most wonderful thing about the time before getting married was finding out about her backstory, what she'd done, where she'd been, the things she'd experienced and loved and not loved so much, to grow in knowing her. And to grow in knowing her was to grow in my love of her, and that meant knowing her story. And to draw not too much of a crude parallel, but if we want to love God, we need to know Him, and that means knowing His story. And that's what Scripture offers to us, the story of God, His backstory, what God's done, where God's been, the things that God's experienced and loved, or not loved so much. Swimming in the depths of Scripture immerses us in this story, grows us in our knowledge of who He is, and causes us to have a deeper love of God and to know His love more deeply in return. So I hope this week you'll learn to appreciate Scripture as more than just words to know. Let its stories and its true, bigger story shape and remake you, and let it become your story.